Mary Alice, we are talking about the Buffalo Center for Rehabilitation and Nursing on Delaware Avenue, which has been the subject of prior news stories, our most recent one being just 5 months ago. The state health department gives this nursing and rehab center in Delaware and Utica a rating of 2 out of 5 stars in its most recent report, which also reveals that it's been subject to fines several times in the last 6 years. Then, last November, the AG released the results of a year-long investigation into its owners, Centers Healthcare, focusing on 4 of its facilities across the state, including this one.
That shows the mistreatment and lack of proper care due to understaffing. One finding even saying that residents were forced to sit in their own urine and feces for hours. The investigation also finding that the nursing center's owners diverted over $83 million in government funds into their own investments.
Along with $45 million in fines, Centers Care agreed to increase staffing and make reforms at its facilities as directed by an independent healthcare monitor. But if any of that's been happening here, it would come as a shock to Dawn Easterling, who visited on Saturday.
The patients are just wandering all around. There was a gentleman that was walking around in a diaper and a gown. The diaper was so saturated, he was walking around holding it up with his hand.
She then made her way to her 71-year-old father's room, where she noticed his call light was on.
He was laying in bed in nothing but a diaper. I asked him what he needed. He said he needed a breathing treatment. So I waited a couple minutes to see if a nurse would come. Nobody came, so I went to the front desk and I waited for a nurse, and I waited about 15 minutes. There was no one at the nurse's station.
When she finally spoke to someone, she says she was told they're understaffed here.
And I can understand that, but at the same time, you're running a medical facility and you really need to have adequate staffing and staff that wants to work and take care of the patients.
As for her dad,
he's getting out of there one way or another. If I have to have him transferred or if I have to bring him home, he's leaving that facility.
in an emailed response, the Buffalo Center says their staffing level exceeds required standards, including on the day of Dawn's visit, and that no formal complaint was received for that date. It also encouraged her and loved ones of any of their patients to reach out to them with concerns. We should note that when Dawn returned for a visit earlier this week, she says things did seem to have been improved. On your side, Dave McKinley, Channel 2 News.